Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Brianne, and today I am coming at you with your weekly reading vlog. And this week I am reading The Haunting of Hill House by Shirley Jackson. So I have read the first 35 pages of The Haunting of Hill House, and I'm not quite sure what's going on. I went into it after a few months after I watched the Netflix adaptation, and I was aware that Netflix changed a lot of what happened in the book, but I was not ready for the fact that the main cast is not actually all related, because that is something that brought in a new view to the show and gave it a kind of a different vibe than the book is giving right now, because they're all strangers. So I don't have much of an opinion on it. Only read 35 pages. I'm listening to the audiobook as I'm following along in the book, because this is a very dense book, even if it is shorter. And I don't want to miss stuff, and it's just easier for me to listen to it as I follow along in the book. And I'm actually going to stop here for tonight so that I can get some sleep and I can read more of it in the morning, because it's kind of hurting my head, because there's no solid plotline right now other than the fact that Eleanor took her and her sister's car with her to travel to Hill House. And I don't know what's going on. That's it. That's all I really know. I know she stopped at the town before Hill House, and then she stopped somewhere else as well to get lunch before that, and she's talking about how she feels free because she's doing something that her sister wouldn't have wanted her to do, which is okay, but that's all I really know right now, and I want to know more, but I don't want my head hurting all night, so I'm gonna give it a little break and see how I feel about it in the morning. Alrighty, so I'm about 70 pages in to The Haunting of Hill House, and I'm not liking it. I think it might just be the time period, because I don't tend to read books set in the 50s. I don't know what it is, I just can never find myself getting really into it. So I'm gonna try and read another good chunk of it, but if I can't get into it after that, I will be DNFing this book. And I don't do that very often, because I really like finishing books even if I'm not really into them, because I want to know how they end, but this one I just don't feel the need to know. So I will make sure to let you guys know. But I do hope to like it. There's just some issues I have with it, and I think it's because I saw the show before I read the book, which I don't usually do either, but and it also could be the fact that I am really looking forward to reading doing my reread marathon of the Cassandra Clare books, because I'm going to be rereading them all in publication order. And so I think I might just be a little excited for that and not wanting to finish this book right away. I don't know. It's just I'm not as into it as I thought I would be, and I was really interested in it before when I first got it, and so that was only maybe 2-3 months ago. And now I just can't bring myself to really enjoy it. I don't know. I'll let you guys know, I'll keep you updated, but if I can't get into it after this next chunk, then I will not be finishing it. Okay, so yesterday I did not read anything out of The Haunting of Hill House at all. And that was because I meant to, but I just couldn't find the motivation to read. I am about 138 pages in, and nothing has really happened yet other than we find out that the house is not at exact 90-degree angles. It's off just a little bit, like a fraction of a degree in each corner. And that's about it. Like, we don't know much else. And it's very annoying, Eleanor's thoughts that interrupt all of the dialogue and the information that we need, because like, do we really need to know that she has red shoes and that she used to have a cat named Dancer? Do we need to know that? No. But that's the kind of thoughts that she's having in the middle of these conversations about the history of Hill House, and so it's really distracting. And I am going to try and read one more chunk, and if I can't get into it, then I will be DNFing this book, because I read it thinking it would be a horror book and that it would keep me enthralled the entire time, and right now I'm just not into it. And I hate to say that because I absolutely love the show, and it's very rarely that I like the film adaptation better than the book. But I think it's also the time period that it was written in, because I don't read books from the 50s very much, and this is very much from the 50s, and it's very much their mannerisms, and some of the word games that they play, like out loud with each other, is just very confusing. You don't know what is real and what isn't. And so I will update you guys here in a little bit if I find something worthy of updating you guys on, and if I decide to DNF this book. So I have just about 100 pages left in this book, and I don't like it. I would like to say that I think it could just be because I watched the show before I read this, and I can't separate that they are two completely different stories because they feel like one, but I don't like the book. And that is very rare for me to say, because I usually love the books because they give you more information, but Netflix changed it so much into a more modern day kind of horror story. And this one is still a classic horror story, and I think it's still really good for the time that it was in. But I don't like the character Nell in this book. Like, I loved her in the show. She was really good. The book, I don't understand her. I'm like, there's so much that doesn't make sense about you. Why you lie, why she just gets these bouts of anger. I don't know. I just don't like it, and I hate that I still have 100 pages left, but I can't bring myself to finish it. I started reading the next section and I did not enjoy it. And I will not be finishing this. So this is officially the first book I have DNF'd all year. So first book to be on my did not finish list is in May. So I mean, I guess it's okay because I have always read through the rest of my books since the start of the year, but I could not bring myself to finish this one, and that's okay. I do recommend it for people who like the classics and who like Shirley Jackson's writing. Like, I like her writing, it's really good, but I can't bring myself to finish it because it's just not my type of book. But yeah, that's all I'm gonna say about this one because that's all I got. Alrighty guys, that was it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed. Please do not forget to like and subscribe, and let me know down in the comments section below if there's any horror stories that you definitely enjoyed, or if you have differing opinions on my final thoughts of The Haunting of Hill House.